What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Block Sports Report, and I'm your host, Keith Allen. Today, we're going to have highlights from the Cleveland Muni Football League playoffs in the midget division. Also, we're going to have some high school highlights, and we're going to briefly talk about Ohio State, the Browns, and the Cavs, along with the Indians and the playoffs in Major League Baseball. But first off, let's go to the Muni League highlights from Collinwood High School, as the first game we're going to talk about is the Sims Raiders versus Jammer Knights. Sims Raiders were at the 6-yard line and already in the lead at 7-0, where quarterback number 5 for Sims scores on a 6-yard touchdown run, putting the Sims Raiders up 13-0. Then just before halftime, quarterback number 5 calls his own number again on a 15-yard TD keeper, pushing Sims' lead up to 20-0. Then quarterback number 5 later in the game completes a pass to number 9, driving deep in Jammer Knights territory. But it was all Sims Raiders today as they went 34-0 and they advanced to the second round of the Cleveland Muni football playoffs. Second game of the day was Glenville Rec versus the New Birth Warriors in the midget division. Running back number 2 for Glenville Rec had the best run of the week on his 30-yard TD, looking just like Adrian Peterson. But New Birth responds quickly as quarterback number 1 throws a 65-yard TD pass to his receiver to tie the game at 7. But that was it for the Warriors on offense as the Glenville defense tightened up. Then running back number 2 scored the second of his 3 touchdowns for the day on his 15-yard run, making it 14-7. Then later on in the game, the quarterback for the Glenville Rec calls his own number and runs for a 45-yard TD as Glenville Rec wins 27-7. We're going to go to some high school action where Glenville and John Adams was playing for first place in the Senate Athletic League and for playoff points as well. Number 23 for Glenville, running back Robert Walton scores on his 42-yard TD run, and Glenville has the early lead. Glenville was driving again, but quarterback Cordell Jones' pass was picked off by John Adams' defensive back, number 7, John James. But offensively, Adams just couldn't get anything going. As you see, quarterback number 6, DeJuan Rutledge, gets sacked by the Glenville defense. There were some hard hits in this game, especially this first one here by 13, Xavier Palacios of Glenville. Also, John Adams' defensive tackle, Micah Robinson, had a couple of hard hits as well. But Glenville pulled away with this 16-yard TD run by LaTwan Anderson, sorry for messing up your name last week, and this 17-yard run by Robert Walton, who later had another 25-yard TD run, putting Glenville way out in front. And then Shane Wynn scores on a 60-yard punt return, and Glenville handles John Adams 52-0. Now we go to Shaw High, where the Southview Saints were taking on the Shaw Cardinals. Shaw quarterback Small throws a 30-yard TD pass to number 8 receiver White for Shaw, extending Shaw's lead to 12-0. Shaw quarterback Small calls his own number and goes for 10 yards to the end zone, but fumbles in the end zone. But number 80 for Shaw Taunton recovers the fumble for a Shaw touchdown, and Shaw dominates Southview in a rout, 54-0. Now we're moving on to college football news. The Ohio State Buckeyes are in trouble as they got upset by the Purdue Boilermakers 26-18. Quarterback Terrell Pryor had a bad evening as he threw for 2 interceptions and also lost 2 fumbles. The Ohio State Buckeyes, 5-2, also took a tumble in the rankings as they fell from 7 all the way down to number 19. But in better news, as far as statewide in college football, the Cincinnati Bearcats moved up in the rankings to number 5 as they defeated the South Florida Bulls 34-17. Quarterback Tony Pike for Cincinnati got hurt in the game. His status is unknown for next week. Now moving on to pro football, the Cleveland Browns losing streak to the Pittsburgh Steelers keeps on going. I think the last time the Browns beat the Steelers was the last time I had a football party. Yes, the Steelers prevail 27-14. The Browns had plenty of turnovers and dropped passes and bad coverage in the passing game. Next week, the Browns will take on the Green Bay Packers. And I'll tell you this, if our pass coverage is as bad as it was this past week against the Steelers, it's going to be a long Sunday. Moving on to baseball news, the Indians have 3 finalists for their managerial position. They are Bobby Valentine, who previously managed the New York Mets, Manny Acta, who previously managed the Washington Nationals, and Travis Fryman, who managed in the Indians minor league system. In baseball playoff news, the New York Yankees have a 2-1 lead over the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, with Game 4 set to go tomorrow. And in the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies are holding on to a 2-1 lead in their National League Championship Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is Keith Allen bringing you the Block Sports Report for this week. Until next week, I'll see you then.